Hiya, it's Zaya. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are taking a look at my TN Hemlock and Oak notebook, and this one I'm using specifically for my goals. All right. I want to just thank everyone that has been subscribing to my channel. And if any of you have any suggestions as to where I can get a cover on cover for this or any Hemlock and Oak books, please let me know. I would love to purchase them because I really want cover on covers. And you've probably noticed that this one, unlike my other books, doesn't have a vision board, and it's because I don't have a cover on cover. I also just love this bunny, and I hope that you cannot hear my neighbors. They have decided to tear down the fence and build a new one. More power to them, right? If that's what they want to spend their Wednesday doing, have at it. So here we have my identities. I did talk about these yesterday when we discussed my goal book, my goal planner, my goal journal. It's so confusing. Journal, notebook, planner. You know what I mean. My goal journal, my manifesting journal. So what we have here are several different identities that I either want to manifest, I want to become these or do these actions, or they're things that I already am or already doing. So one is be bubbly. I have been told that I have a bubbly personality, but I think it is one of those things that maybe other people see it more than I perceive it in myself. So I just want to continue to, I guess, emulate that or be that person. I want to dream American, and that essentially goes back to the American dream that anything is possible, and that, not that to say that other countries don't have this vision of dreaming, but I want the American dream. I want to obtain it. I want to chase success. I want to not just wait for success to come for me. I want to pursue it actively, like a starving animal. I want to chase after it and never give up. I want to eat Mediterranean, which means having a diet that's not full of processed foods. And currently my diet definitely does. And I want to eat like a person from the Mediterranean Peninsula. I want to, we'll get more into that when we dive into my recipe book and my meal plans. But it's just, we will explore these topics and ideas, these identities, as we go more through the year. We will expand on them more. I want to choose quality. So I have already started to do this. And what that means is I have a lot of clothes that I guess would be considered fast or quick fashion. And the quality, they have lasted a long time. And that's just because I don't ever leave my house. Like, I don't really go out. And I would consider or think that I do take very great care of my things, but the quality isn't there. And I don't have any clothing that I would consider to be luxurious. And I want to change that. I have a certain vision of the fashion icon I should be in my mind, but I don't have any of those wardrobe pieces. And for 2026 and onward, I want to become this version of this woman that I am in my mind, but that I've never really given the opportunity to become. And becoming her is doing as she is, as the Zaya of the future is. And one of those aspects is choosing quality garments. And even if they cost more, the quality will be higher. And we will get more into that as we get into my financial book and my financial planner, and also I believe a little bit in my glow up planner. Throughout the year we will get more into that topic. Spend Arab. I want to, if you've seen the Arab community, not all of them, but people from Dubai, they're spending It's luxurious. I also want to save. I want to save. I want to save wisely, but I also want to spend as they spend. You know, I want to spend without worrying about my bank account being overdrawn, or to have those luxury items. And of course, in order to have those luxurious items, I do need to chase success and dream, but not only dream, but pursue those dreams and make them reality. I want to dress luxuriously, and that goes back to the quality and the spending. And you may have seen some of these on Pinterest. I've seen something very similar to this years and years ago, but I just took identities and things that I'm of interest in, and I just created these on Canva. Styled Italian. I love Italian style, Italian fashion. Love it. It is one of my learning goals for next year to learn more about fashion. I want to learn. And I have been to Italy, and it's what I want to emulate. I want to radiate confidence. There goes my dog. She is scratching. She has allergies. You can hear her. I right now have zero, nilch, nada, nothing of confidence. And I want to radiate confidence. I want to be so extremely confident that other people go, wow, I wish I was as confident as her. Kiss French, if you know, you know. And then save wisely. I want to not only spend, but I want to learn how to save and not overspend. It's an issue I definitely have. I have way too much junk that I don't need, but I hold sentimental value onto things that I really shouldn't. Sorry, my chair is squeaking. I'm trying to make sure my dog stops itching. She has allergies and she needs to go to the vet to get a shot, but it's this time of the season where everybody's going to the vet. I want to drive German. I want to get a German car. But before I can even get a German car, I need to learn how to drive because I've never learned. I don't know, what some people may consider an irrational fear. But for me, I don't even know what kind of fear it would be. But I have an extreme fear of driving. Just an extreme fear. And I have some ideas of where that fear stems from. But I am very fearful of driving. I want to wear silk, obviously not all the time, but that goes back to the dressing luxuriously and choosing quality products. I want to date an Australian, which I'm currently doing, so that works. I want to speak softly. I don't want to, it's one of those things where I kind of told myself this several years ago. I think maybe I had read about it or listened to it in a manifesting video. Maybe it was, I'm not sure where I got the information from, but there was something that had mentioned that it's very important for people to listen, and not enough people listen to other people. And because people in general enjoy hearing their own voice, they enjoy talking, they enjoy sharing things about themselves. I don't really, but I can understand how that can be true for the majority of people. And there's like an airplane going overhead now. Hopefully you cannot hear that. One of the other things that was mentioned was listening, that most people don't just stop and listen. And it kind of stuck with me. And ever since then, I've been trying more to make an effort to listen to people and pay attention to what's really going on. And I think also speaking softly, I think that kind of goes hand in hand with it. Not being or getting too upset, because I'm very emotional. My emotions are I bottle them all up for a very, very long time. It's probably a Capricorn thing. I bottle all these emotions inside of me, and then one thing will happen, normally around my period, and I would just bawl. Last night, I was just bawling for hours, just bawling nonstop. It was uh, it was very hard. So I want to study Korean. When I was in high school, I wanted to learn Japanese, and my mom was like, no, Japanese isn't going to be useful for you. And I have always been really interested in Asian languages, but I've always found it difficult because I don't live in an area where there are Asian people that I could practice with. And of course, if I wanted to do that online, there are other means, but I'm someone that is very shy. And because I am very shy, I do find it difficult to reach out and to talk to people. But I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and try new things. And I really want to learn Korean. I want to fly private. I want to, of course, some of these things cannot be accomplished in 1 year, but your girl's gonna try. I want to fly. I've never flown business class. I've never flown first class. I have flown premium economy and of course regular economy, but I would like to fly private. And it also goes back to the luxurious, the quality, just overall improvement of my life. I want to be disciplined like the Japanese. Japanese people are so disciplined, and I want that discipline. Give it to me, please. I want to pray Christian. I am a Christian. I am a Southern Baptist, and I need to get more involved in my faith and my religion, and I plan on doing that next year. I want to read Russian, Swedish, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, Korean, Japanese. There are so many languages that I am interested in. So many languages. And for me, I know that my Russian pronunciation is not going to be the best, but I really want to try to read or learn to read in Russian. I really want to. So, not to say that I don't want to learn how to read in Korean, because obviously I want to study it, but I mean, also part of that could be learning to study like the Koreans. Koreans have amazing study habits and routines. But let's get past this identities. I think we've been here long enough. Let's go into the actual meat and potatoes. Of course, flyleaf, we don't do nothing with that. Okay, I'm going to be writing a letter to myself, and we're going to be hopeful. So we went ahead and we added the stickers on here. These stickers, I should mention, are from May Illustrations. Love her stickers. She is from Estonia. Her stickers are amazing. You can find them over on Etsy. Let's look at our, what is it called? Dot markers, our Zig dot markers. These are the colors that I'm using. If you've used the Moxie Life or level 10, I think it's level 10. Level 10 Life, you will know that these life goals are even, I guess, areas of life. They each correlate to a different color. These are the colors that I have chosen, and I went ahead and wrote down the colors if you wanted to use the Zig dots that I am using to kind of go ahead and match those up or choose or find them as you wish. But these are my categories. Yellow is personal or self, and I really think about this as being internally or mental. Health and wellness, this can be anything that's external or anything to do with my personal health. Family and relationships, this can be my own family or friends, pets. Fun, this is fun and entertainment. This is it's supposed to be orange, but you can hardly even see the dot. And then Zaya, which is me, but it's my content creation. And then wealth and finances is green. My faith, religion, spirituality, that is in pink. Learning is in brown, because I think there are some things that just don't really have a category. I guess they could go under fun, but some things that we learn are not fun and we just never go back to them. And then my home environment is gray. So let's look at my 2026 goals. Planner, well, it's a notebook, but we got it. May Illustrations, all of the stickers are from her. We have our vision board, which is over in the front. We have set up the planner. Yes, we have. We have a to-buy list. No, we currently do not. Do we have tabs? No, we currently do not. And then all of these are the different types of planners, notebooks, and journals. And if I have written goals in those books. Now, some of them I have. Some of them I just haven't marked it off here yet, but I will eventually mark those off. I'm still waiting on Hemlock and Oak to send me my meal planner, my memory keeper, and my recipe inserts, or what I'm going to be using those for. And hopefully they'll come before the end of this week. Otherwise, we're going to have to skip those videos until later. All right. And the list does continue on here, and I gave myself a whole bunch of extra space. Okay, so here it says, always do one thing to move you forward every day. And I think that is extremely important. Every single day, you should be doing one thing to make improvement. And for January 1st, I already wrote in around the world baby names. I did leave myself 2 spaces here, and that's because I believe some things fall under multiple categories, and I may not be sure where to put them. So there may be a health related goal, but it might also fall under finances because I might have to spend money for it. Everything costs money. And so I might have to make it green and then also make it blue. But that's why I just decided that I would go ahead and leave at least a spot for 2 dots. Now in the Moxie Life, they have a assessment section. And what I'm going to do is create my own life assessment section. I have 10 sentences, questions, things that I've been thinking up, and I'm going to give myself, I was thinking at first that I would kind of give myself a rating like 1 through 10, just like they do, but then I was thinking, nah, what if I do a percentage? And then I thought, how about I just say yeah, like yeah or nah? Yeah, I did it. Or nah, I haven't been doing it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do yeah or nah. So I get enough quiet alone time. So I will either write Y for yes, I do, or N for nah, like no, I don't. I feel proud and confident. And now remember, self and personal means my internal. These are internal things. I take time to focus on my happiness. And these are all things that I'm going to answer December 31st, or I'm going to answer January 1st. I'm going to answer on the 1st of January, and then we'll see how it compares to the end of the month, or the 1st of February, I guess. Okay, we did that one. I have a growth mindset, meaning I didn't hold back. I love myself. This one is so hard. I guess I could tell you how I currently feel in relation to these. Okay, so let's do that. I get enough quiet alone time. No. I feel proud and confident. No. I take time to focus on my happiness. No. I have a growth mindset and I didn't hold back. No. I love myself. No. I know my purpose and I'm actively working on it. No. I celebrate myself once a month. No. I speak kindly to myself. No. I consistently use a journal to release. No. I reflect, then move on. No. So I would be essentially getting a 0 for self and personal life assessment. And I did these because these are ones that I feel relate more to me. I know that in the Moxie Life, she has her own, but none of those really speak to me. So I just created my own life assessment sentences. Health and wellness, I feel fully rested. I control my portions and don't binge. My chronic pain has felt like, yeah, it's felt good, or nah, it's been bad. I have a healthy BMI. I get regular dental and health checkups. I maintain a skincare routine. I have a list of go-to meals I update. I exercise 3 times a week. I hardly eat processed foods. How I feel about my body. All right. Now you can see some of these I haven't finished filling out. One of the great things about Hemlock and Oak paper is because it is so thick, I'm not going to get all of that ghosting that I would normally get from using these zig dot markers in a traditional Tomoe River paper planner or notebook. All right. Family and relations. My relationship is strong. I talk with distant family members. That one's hard for me. I ghost a lot of people. I made at least 1 call to catch up. I feel loved. I did something special for someone. Buki is cared for. Buki is my dog. I made a friend. I learned something about my ancestors. My pets are taken care of. I print out our memories. I watched movies, shows I loved. I read. I learned something new. I tried a new hobby. I listened to music that made me happy. I tried a new food or meal. I participated in a holiday. My hobby space is organized. I bought books I loved. I practiced a foreign language. And then these ones I just barely started filling in. I have a consistent YouTube schedule. I'm a full-time content creator. I love the content I make. My ideas help others. And of course, this is a setup, so it's, we still have time. I still have time. 2026 is close, but it's not, it's not tomorrow. I post this one is for wealth and finances. I post regular budgeting content. I save each month. I saved enough money for my trip. I keep track of my spending. I paid off a credit card. I added 8 subscribers. I read at least 7 books, and those books are relating to wealth and finances. My relationship with money is I have made a to-buy purchase, and those are in the back of my financial book. I added an outfit, and that goes back to choosing quality. And then for spirituality and faith, I haven't written anything in yet, or learning and study. And then back here for physical environment, I decluttered with every box that came in. I have this rule that every Amazon or whatever box, if it comes into my house, Amazon, they be sending the tiniest little thing in a big box. Any box that comes into my house, I have to fill that box up with stuff to donate. That's how much stuff I have. A box comes in, no matter how big or small, the box needs to be filled with stuff to go out. And then I keep up with daily tidying. I sell all books that are not 4 to 5 stars. I have so many books. So many books. So many. I need to read through my physical TBR and get rid. Purge. All right. So this is our preliminary setup starting 2026, January 1st. We are jumping into this bad boy. I am hopeful we'll get through all of this and the goals will continue. And I will, of course, finish filling all of these out before then. You will get regular checkups on my channel relating to this book. There are some books that we won't be seeing back on the channel, at least not every single month, but this one we definitely will be seeing because I need you guys to hold me accountable to make sure I'm getting my goals done. Hold me accountable. All right, I will see you tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're doing in Planmas for tomorrow. Let me check. I have my all my planners over here on the side. Let me check to see what it is we are doing tomorrow. That's November. Over here in December, we are doing English, my English planner. All right. So this, for the rest of this week, we have English planner. Wait, today's not the 10th. Today is the 11th. Oh my goodness. Yesterday was my happiness notebook. I love that. And then, oh my gosh, you're going to be able to, okay, I'm super excited for you to see my hobbies book. The one that I am most excited the one I'm most excited for is the one on the 26th. I'm so excited for that one. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm just going to give you a little preview. If you watch this video, if you made it all the way to the end, I think you deserve to see what I have coming up. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that one. But it's all the way on the 26th. Okay. Well, anyways, I will see you back here for tomorrow when we take a look at my English book. Okay,